Hey, what is up, Wolfpack? It's me, Cal here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do the full main Easter egg on the brand new zombies map Forsaken in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies Season 6. So, there are some prerequisites. You're going to have to get yourself the Crystal Axe Wonder Weapon before you really can start this Easter egg. So, once you have that, you're ready to begin. You're also going to need Pack-a-Punch open, of course. So the first thing you're actually going to need to do is go into Pack-a-Punch and hit this red button on the wall over here next to some shutters. A cutscene will then ensue, and after that cutscene, crystals will spawn on the rooftop just down from the zip line from Pack-a-Punch on one side of the map. More will spawn at spawn, the very spawn room, like the starting area, and also in the bunker. Now, each of these big crystals will have orbs floating around them, and what you have to do is destroy these orbs. However, as soon as you start shooting at these orbs, unlimited zombies are going to start spawning, so this is where you have to be careful. But if you have the Crystal Axe, if you switch it to the SMG version of the gun, by pressing, I believe it's up on the D-pad if you're on controller, it'll switch to the SMG version and it will destroy these orbs extremely fast, a lot faster than any other weapon, really. Once you destroy the orbs of the crystal, you can actually switch back to the axe and melee the crystal and it'll break. You will then have to do this at all three of those crystal locations, so at spawn, on the rooftop, and in the bunker. Now you'll notice once you break these three crystals around the map, they will start spawning little grenades you can pick up. Now, before you do anything with that, you're going to have to get the first part for the Neutralizer, which can be done by activating the valve for the lockdown, which is at the teleporter that you used to... you had to repair that teleporter to actually get into the bunker. So that teleporter down there on the road, if you walk up to the machines there, you should be able to activate and start a lockdown there. It's a pretty difficult lockdown, so make sure you're geared up. And also, if you're in co-op, however many people there are, one person has to go to each of the kind of machines and hold activate at the same exact time. If you don't press it at the same exact time, you're going to have to wait until the next round to try again. After you complete the lockdown, a part will fall down in the middle, and this is the first part for the Neutralizer. Go ahead and pick this part up. Now, once you have this part, you can go to those three crystals you destroyed around the map and pick up a grenade from one of them, and then you're going to have to get an Abomination to spawn in. Once the Abomination is spawned in, and when it starts to charge shoot, I think you might be able to do this even when it's not charge shooting. Throw a grenade and try to get the Abomination to swallow the grenade. And once he's swallowed the grenade, he'll make a gulping noise, and then his tail will be glowing red. This means you can now kill him, and he'll drop a crystal that you can only pick up if you had this first part of the Neutralizer that I just showed you guys how to get. So you will have to do this at each of the three crystals around the map, get another Abomination for the other one, and another Abomination for the last one, and throw the little grenade from that spot into its mouth, kill it, and pick up the crystals from these three locations. Once you've done this, you're going to have to get the other parts for the Neutralizer. So one of them can be gotten by going into the boardroom, and on the right side of the wall, the same wall with the Forsaken picture, there's a little thing up in the corner floating in the room. You just need to get an Abomination to charge into that wall, and the part will drop down and you can pick it up. Now the third and final part, you're actually going to need the Dead Wire Pack-a-Punch effect and head into the arcade. Now, just across from the Neutralizer machine is the Grand Prix machine. You need to electrify a zombie right next to that machine with your dead wire, and it will activate the machine. Once the machine's activated, you can walk up to it and pay 2,000 to spawn in a special RCXD in the middle of the arcade. So you would then have to dodge zombies, so I recommend keeping the zombies away before you actually start this, and drive the RC all the way into the TV store. If you go behind the cashier, you can actually find a vent on the wall, and while it's bursting, your RC is bursting, it will pop open the vent, you can drive in, and I was messing around in the vent, but it seems if you just go to the back of the vent there and wait for it to detonate, or detonate manually, it should pop up the part, and if you go into the TV store, you can grab the last part. With all three of these parts, and the first part filled up with the crystals from the Abominations, you can then go craft it in the main street, which is near Tombstone. Once you have the Neutralizer crafted, this is the point of no return, so be prepared for the boss fight. I don't believe the boss fight has a wipe mechanic, so you should be fine there, and I will explain the boss fight here, but I will not be spoiling it. I'll be letting you guys figure it out all on your own. So simply prepare yourself for the boss fight, get your axe leveled up if you want. You're going to need a ranged weapon of some sort to damage the boss, so make sure you have that. I'm sure the axe is kind of SMG will work fine, but, you know, another weapon will be nice too. I'd recommend not having a shotgun necessarily, because like I said, you're going to have to be shooting at range. But stock up on whatever you need, whatever you might need, support items, equipment, and streaks, and head into the boss fight and activate this Neutralizer. Now, what you're going to have to do first is escort this Neutralizer. You're going to have to stay in the orb, and while you're escorting it, it's going to run out of battery, basically. And you have to keep charging it up by shooting the Aether crystals that are near the circle that you're in, and just outside of it, that you're escorting, and you pick up the crystal from within the Aether crystals that you shoot, take it back to the machine, put it in, and it'll keep charging it up, until you finally finish the Escort, and you'll arrive at a location where the boss fight will begin. Now, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll have another separate video showing the full boss fight and the Easter egg ending cutscene if you guys want to check that out on your own and be prepared. But basically, Samantha's in the boss fight as well, and you have to kill zombies underneath her to charge her up. There's a glowing circle. You get kills, it'll charge her up. And you also have to focus on shooting the boss to break his armor. There's glowing spots on his body that are armor, and you want to break those spots. And when Samantha's fully charged up, she'll charge up a laser turret in the boss arena. Get on this laser turret, and then you can shoot at the glowing red spots on the boss. Of course, you do need to break a piece of armor off first to be able to shoot that spot with the laser, so be ready for that. Halfway through the boss fight, there will be a cutscene, and then you'll go back into the boss fight and do some more. And then upon defeat of the boss, the final cutscene will play, and you'll have completed the Forsaken Easter egg in Cold War Zombies. So yeah, that was the full Easter egg for Forsaken. I will have some side Easter egg videos going up very soon, especially the tutorial on how to get the Wonder Weapon for free, amongst some other things. But if you guys enjoyed this and found this useful, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.